The country is truly steeped in natural resources to include the top minerals of gold, copper, and nickel. And yet government has barely scratched the surface of fully utilizing the industry to even just a fraction of its potential, given mining receipts from last year amounting to just half of 1% of GDP. As our Clazel Pardilla narrates in this report, one of the albatross hounding the country is the spool of bureaucratic snags and red tape in the application of just the permits alone.
The mining sector in the Philippines has made significant strides, generating an eye-opening production value of 160 billion pesos in the previous year. This milestone, revealed by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, underscores the industry's important role in driving economic growth in the country. In 2023, the contribution of the mining industry to the nation's gross domestic product spiked at 0.5%. In response to this promising trajectory, the DNR has intensified its efforts to expedite the processing of exploration permits and mineral production sharing agreements, which aims to further stimulate investments and development in the sector.
We want to be able to foster an environment that will encourage investment in processing. This year, with the work that we're doing on digitalizing permitting, as well as looking into possibly parallel processing, we can shorten that permitting time.
However, challenges persist, with investors often deterred by bureaucratic hurdles and old laws on fiscal regime or taxation and royalty.
It all boils down to the cost of doing business, no? Which we are trying to also address. We have been coming up with administrative orders, executive orders issued by our president to simplify our business processes.
Addressing these issues is crucial, as rectifying inefficiencies could potentially unlock an additional 47 billion pesos in revenue for the Philippines by the year 2028. Looking ahead, the administration under President Marcos is set to initiate the establishment of 3 state-of-the-art mineral processing facilities in strategic locations across Zambales, Palawan, and Surigao. This move aligns with the government's broader vision to position the Philippines as a leading producer in the battery industry, thereby capitalizing on the surging global demand for electric vehicles and clean energy solutions.
Instead na we extract it and just export it in raw forms, we increase the value of those extracted materials by processing it also here. No, they bring also their technologies and their capital to the country, so that the plants are established here and processed. Kasi in ganon, what the value of those resources will be multiplied many times. Instead of just raw materials, if you can process them.
In that march towards energy self-reliance, we would require more wires. We would require more batteries, more energy storage systems, more electric vehicles. So that demand is there.
Despite this, the DNR remains committed in stringent environmental monitoring and community engagement practices to mitigate the industry's impact on ecosystems, livelihood, and cultural heritage sites. Notably, for the first time, the agency is demanding comprehensive plans outlining the proximity of mining activities to protected areas and heritage sites before granting environmental compliance certificates.
What we are doing is working with the NCCA now and the NHCP to actually classify the types of sites in order for us to put the required mitigation or intervention that would be needed in order to preserve and protect these areas.
The government is optimistic through responsible mining, the country can achieve sustainability and economic development. Clazel Pardilla for the new and better Philippines.